What is wudu and ghusl? Why do Muslims do them? And what is the difference between them? Hi, my name is Amy. I registered Islam, alhamdulillah, about 6 months ago, and I've been sharing my learning journey online. So make sure to follow to learn with me. So wudu and ghusl are types of ablution in Islam to wash ourselves physically and spiritually from impurities. That could be like dirt on our bodies, or even just like rinsing out your mouth. Is kind of like you're rinsing away any bad words that you've may have said to give yourself in humility to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, wudu is minor ablution. So this is where a Muslim will wash their mouth, nose, face, wipe their hair, ears, arms, hands, and feet. Most actions are done 3 times, and depending on which madhab you follow, depends on which order you do this in. And wudu needs to be done, if we're going to pray, if we're going to read the Quran, if we're going to go to the masjid. And things that invalidate your wudu are things like going to the toilet, doing a poop, doing a wee, farting, if you get sick on you, if you get poop on you, or if you touch like your private parts. There's a couple of things that invalidate your wudu. Now, there are things which invalidate your wudu, but you can't then redo it to cleanse yourself. You have to do ghusl, which is major ablution. So for example, if you have sexual intercourse, if you have postnatal bleeding, if you have your period, if something is inserted into you, then those things, and because a couple of other things, they require you to do major ablution. So this is where essentially you have to wash your whole body from like top to bottom, including like your scalp, and you do that 3 times, and then you kind of do like wudu as well. Now again, depending on which madhab you follow, depends on the very specific actions that you do and the order that you do them in. But essentially you're washing your entire body and your scalp, and then doing wudu again, and then you are able to go and carry on and do your salah, do your like go into the masjid, read the Quran, all of this kind of stuff. Now there are times where if you have not done ghusl, you can't do things. So like, for example, if you have had sexual intercourse or you have had your period, you can't just go and do wudu and then go and do your prayer. You would have to go do ghusl and then go and do your prayer. But they are 2 very kind of like big things to learn when you first become a Muslim. And I made the mistake of thinking ghusl was magic, and that kind of like, if you did ghusl, it just lasted forever, which it doesn't. But I hope this helps somebody, and if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments.